Daily Horoscope for Gemini. June 25, 2025. Dear Gemini, today presents a fascinating celestial landscape that directly impacts your sign in profound ways. With Uranus continuing its revolutionary journey through Gemini, you're experiencing a period of personal reinvention that feels particularly pronounced today. The cosmos is urging you to embrace your authentic self with unprecedented clarity. As the sun travels through Cáncer in your second house of values and resources, you're being called to examine what truly matters to you beyond material possessions. A significant financial opportunity may present itself today, but the stars suggest carefully examining the fine print before making commitments. Your natural Gemini curiosity serves you well when investigating the details. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Sagittarius today, expanding your communication abilities and bringing fortunate connections through conversation. This is an excellent day for presentations, important discussions, or pitching ideas. Your words carry extra weight and magnetic charm, allowing you to persuade even the most skeptical audience. In your relationship sector, Venus casts a gentle glow, enhancing your natural charisma and attracting admirers. For those in partnerships, deep conversations reveal new layers of understanding. Single Geminis might find themselves drawn to someone intellectually stimulating who challenges your perspectives in the most delightful way. The moon's position in intense Scorpio today activates your sixth house of daily routines and well-being. You might feel a stronger emotional connection to your health regimen or work responsibilities. This lunar influence brings subconscious patterns to light, particularly regarding how you manage stress and maintain balance between work and personal time. Mars in Virgo forms a somewhat tense square to your sign, creating a dynamic energy that might manifest as restlessness or impatience with methodical processes. Channel this energy constructively through mentally stimulating activities that also engage your body. Think puzzle solving while walking or listening to educational content during your workout. Pluto's transformative energy from Aquarius continues to revolutionize your ninth house of higher learning and exploration. Today brings a profound realization about a belief system you've long held. Allow yourself to evolve beyond outdated perspectives, especially those inherited rather than consciously chosen. Neptune in Aries casts a dreamy influence over your 11th house of community and future vision. Today, you might feel drawn to humanitarian causes or group activities that align with your ideals. Be mindful that Neptune can sometimes cloud judgment. Ensure any commitments you make to organizations come from genuine alignment rather than momentary inspiration. Saturn's position in Pisces brings structure to your career sector, demanding discipline and persistence with professional goals. Today might present a challenge from authority figures that tests your diplomatic abilities. Remember that your dual nature allows you to see multiple perspectives, a valuable skill when navigating complex workplace dynamics. The North Node's position suggests today carries karmic significance regarding how you balance self-expression with collaboration. A situation may arise where you must decide between pursuing personal interests and supporting group harmony. The stars suggest finding the middle path that honors both your independence and interconnectedness. For Geminis dealing with creative projects, today brings a spark of inspiration that bridges logic and intuition. Your analytical side works in perfect harmony with your more abstract thinking, resulting in innovations that solve practical problems through unconventional means. Health-wise, pay attention to your respiratory system and shoulders areas traditionally associated with Gemini. The day's energy might manifest as nervous tension in these regions. Breathing exercises and gentle stretching provide significant benefit, particularly during mid-afternoon when cosmic pressure intensifies. Financially, the stars indicate potential for unexpected income through intellectual property or communication-based side projects. An idea you previously dismissed might suddenly reveal its monetary value. Keep conversations flowing with contacts in digital media or information technology sectors. Your most harmonious connections today will be with Libra, Aquarius, and surprisingly, Taurus individuals who provide the grounding your airy nature sometimes needs. A Scorpio figure in your life may present challenging energy that ultimately leads to growth if approached with openness rather than defensiveness. As evening approaches, the moon's transition creates a reflective atmosphere perfect for journaling or mindfulness practices. Dreams tonight may carry significant messages about your life direction, particularly regarding how you share your unique gifts with the world. Your power color today is electric blue, stimulating your throat chakra and enhancing clear communication. Carrying blue lace agate or wearing silver Mercury's metal supports your natural abilities while providing subtle protection against information overload. Overall, Gemini, June 25, 2025, offers dynamic energy for intellectual exploration, meaningful conversations, and personal reinvention. By embracing change while maintaining your characteristic adaptability, you'll navigate the day's opportunities and challenges with flying colors. Remember that your greatest strength lies in your ability to synthesize seemingly contradictory information into coherent wisdom, a gift the world desperately needs today. June 25, 2025 presents a fascinating planetary alignment for Gemini natives. With the Sun having recently moved into Cáncer, you're experiencing an intensified focus on your second house of personal resources, material possessions, and self-worth. This solar energy illuminates financial matters and encourages you to reassess your relationship with material security. The Sun forms a supportive sextile to Jupiter, which has recently entered your sign, creating a day of expanded opportunities and optimistic financial outlook. Mercury, your ruling planet, is positioned in your own sign of Gemini on this date, amplifying your natural communication abilities and mental agility. Mercury in domicile strengthens your voice and brings clarity to your thoughts and words. This placement forms a tight trine with Saturn in Pisces, indicating that your communications today carry added weight and authority, particularly in professional settings. Your ability to express complex ideas with structure and precision is heightened. Venus in Cáncer occupies your second house alongside the Sun, bringing a nurturing energy to financial matters. There's an emotional component to your spending patterns today, and you may find yourself drawn to purchases that provide comfort or support your sense of security. Venus forms a square with Mars in Aries in your 11th house, suggesting some tension between your personal values and the expectations of social groups or friends. Mars in your 11th house of social connections and collective endeavors energizes your networking activities. You might feel particularly motivated to pursue group projects or collaborate with others who share your ideals. However, with Mars forming a challenging square to both Venus and the Sun, be mindful of potential conflicts between personal resources and collective goals. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and opportunity, continues its beneficial transit through your first house of self and identity. This placement, which occurs only once every 12 years, marks a period of personal growth and new beginnings. On this specific date, Jupiter forms an encouraging trine to Pluto in Aquarius in your 9th house, suggesting powerful transformations through higher education, philosophical exploration, or international connections. Saturn in Pisces occupies your 10th house of career and public reputation, bringing structure and discipline to your professional life. The trine between Saturn and Mercury today indicates an excellent opportunity to communicate your long-term goals and establish credibility with authority figures. Career conversations initiated today have staying power. Uranus in Taurus continues its long-term transit through your 12th house of the unconscious, spirituality, and hidden matters. On this date, Uranus forms a sextile with Neptune in Aries in your 11th house, suggesting unexpected insights may emerge through dreams, meditation, or solitary contemplation that connect to your role within groups and organizations. Neptune in your 11th house of friendship and social ideals adds a visionary quality to your collective endeavors. You may find yourself drawn to humanitarian causes or groups that align with your spiritual values. The sextile with Uranus indicates potential breakthroughs in understanding how your individual uniqueness contributes to collective progress. Pluto in Aquarius in your ninth house of expansion and higher knowledge continues its transformative influence on your worldview and belief systems. The trine with Jupiter in your first house on this specific date empowers you to integrate profound philosophical insights into your personal identity and approach to life. The North Node in Pisces in your 10th house suggests that your destiny and growth path lies in developing your career and public contribution. Working with Saturn in the same house indicates that disciplined efforts toward professional goals align with your spiritual evolution. The Moon on this day moves through Taurus in your 12th house, forming a conjunction with Uranus. This brings emotionally charged revelations from your subconscious, possibly manifesting as intuitive flashes or unexpected emotional releases. The lunar energy encourages you to pay attention to your dreams and subtle inner promptings, as they contain valuable information about your path forward. With all these planetary energies combined, June 25, 2025 represents a day when Gemini natives would benefit from balancing communication and action, personal resources and collective contributions, and practical career considerations with spiritual insights. The planets support intellectual clarity, financial assessment, and professional communication, while challenging you to integrate unconscious material and navigate social dynamics with awareness. June 25, 2025 presents a fascinating communication landscape for you, Gemini. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a powerful trine with Jupiter in Aries, creating an electrifying environment for self-expression. This aspect empowers your words with unusual conviction and authority, making today ideal for presentations, important discussions, or sharing ideas you've been hesitant to voice. Your mental acuity is particularly sharp as Mercury sits in Leo, lending your words a charismatic, persuasive quality that others find difficult to resist. The theatrical energy of Leo, combined with your natural Gemini eloquence, means your storytelling abilities are at their peak. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch a creative project or express yourself artistically, the universe is providing a perfect stage. The Moon in Libra forms a harmonious sextile to Mercury, adding a diplomatic layer to your communication style. You'll find yourself naturally mediating conflicts and finding the perfect balance between assertiveness and receptiveness. This balanced approach will serve you particularly well in negotiations or any situation requiring you to navigate complex social dynamics. Venus in Cáncer forms an interesting square to your communication sector, suggesting that your words carry emotional weight today. While your typical Gemini style tends toward intellectual and sometimes detached expression, today your communication has a nurturing, protective quality that might surprise even you. This is excellent for conveying heartfelt messages to loved ones, though be mindful that you may be more sensitive than usual to how others respond. Mars in Scorpio deepens your communicative intuition, allowing you to perceive unspoken tensions and underlying motives. You'll notice yourself picking up on subtle cues in conversations that might normally escape attention. This heightened awareness lets you address the real issues beneath surface discussions, particularly in close relationships where honesty is essential but often difficult. Saturn in Pisces creates a minor challenging aspect to your expression today, potentially causing slight delays or misunderstandings in professional communications. Document sharing systems might experience hiccups, or important emails could require multiple follow-ups. Patience will be your ally, especially when communicating with authority figures or about structured, deadline-driven projects. Uranus in Gemini, a significant long-term transit affecting your sign, is particularly activated today, bringing unexpected breakthroughs in how you express yourself. You might suddenly find the perfect words for something you've struggled to articulate for months, or experience a revolutionary shift in your perspective that demands to be shared. This energy favors innovation in communication methods, perhaps experimenting with a new medium or technological platform to convey your message. Neptune in Aries casts a subtle influence on your communication sector, infusing your words with inspirational quality. Your ability to paint vivid verbal pictures and invoke emotion through language is enhanced. This is particularly powerful for creative writing, motivational speaking, or heart-to-heart conversations where you want to truly connect beyond the logical level. Pluto's transformative energy from Aquarius forms a supportive trine to your communication style, suggesting that today's exchanges could have profound, long-lasting effects. The words you choose and the conversations you initiate have the potential to catalyze significant change, especially in group dynamics or regarding humanitarian concerns. Your voice carries unexpected weight in community matters. Your natural Gemini duality is beautifully balanced today, the logical, analytical side working in harmony with your intuitive, creative expression. This rare alignment allows you to communicate complex ideas with both precision and flair, making difficult concepts accessible without oversimplification. The early morning hours, around 7 to 9 a.m., offer your clearest mental energy for writing or preparing important communications. Midday, noon to 2 p.m., brings particularly favorable aspects for verbal exchanges and negotiations. Evening hours after 8 p.m. activate your more philosophical communication style, ideal for meaningful discussions about future plans or exploring theoretical concepts. Digital communication receives a boost today, with social media posts and written electronic communications having unusual resonance and reach. If you've been considering launching a blog, podcast, or online presence, today's aspects provide supportive energy for that initial communication. Your listening skills, sometimes a challenge for quick-thinking Gemini, are enhanced today. You'll find it easier to fully absorb what others are saying before formulating your response. This patience in conversation will be noticed and appreciated, particularly by those who normally feel rushed by your rapid cognitive processing. For workplace communication, focus on collaborative projects where your ability to synthesize diverse viewpoints will shine. Your diplomatic skills make you the perfect person to draft communications that require balancing competing interests or finding compromise language that satisfies multiple stakeholders. In personal relationships, today's planetary alignments favor heart-opening conversations about future plans. If you've been avoiding a discussion about commitment, shared resources, or emotional needs, the energy supports broaching these topics with both sensitivity and clarity. Your nonverbal communication is particularly expressive today. Be mindful that your body language and facial expressions are likely revealing more than you realize. This transparency can work in your favor when building trust, but may require additional awareness in situations where you'd prefer to maintain some privacy about your reactions. Journal writing proves especially beneficial under today's aspects, with insights flowing easily onto the page. Set aside time for stream of consciousness, writing to access deeper levels of understanding about recent communication patterns in your life. Public speaking opportunities that arise today deserve special consideration, as your natural Gemini charisma is amplified by current planetary positions. Your ability to read the room and adjust your delivery accordingly will be particularly strong, allowing you to connect authentically with audiences large or small. As the cosmic forces align on June 25, 2025, Gemini's financial landscape shows remarkable potential for expansion and innovation. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine aspect with Jupiter in Libra, your communicative talents translate directly into monetary gains. This planetary configuration particularly favors income streams related to writing, speaking, teaching, or any form of information exchange. The stars indicate this is an exceptional day to pitch ideas, negotiate contracts, or request financial improvements in your professional sphere. Your natural eloquence carries extra persuasive power today, making it an ideal time to advocate for yourself in monetary matters. The sun, now in nurturing Cáncer, illuminates your second house of personal resources and values, bringing clarity to financial decisions that have seemed murky in recent weeks. You're seeing your assets and liabilities with fresh eyes, allowing for more strategic planning. Venus, positioned in Leo, activates your communication sector, suggesting that networking conversations initiated today could lead to lucrative connections within the next 3 weeks. A notable aspect between Mars and Uranus creates energetic financial intuition. Sudden insights about investments or money management might prove remarkably accurate. Pay particular attention to unexpected advice or opportunities that emerge through casual conversations. The moon in practical Virgo grounds your financial thinking, helping you distinguish between emotional, spending impulses and genuine needs. This lunar position supports detailed financial planning and budget reviews. For Geminis working in collaborative financial ventures, today marks a potential breakthrough as team resources align with individual talents. Partnership finances receive beneficial aspects from Saturn, suggesting stability through structure and commitment. Regarding investments, technology and communication sectors show particular promise today. Any financial decisions related to education, publishing, or international connections receive favorable aspects from Jupiter. Financial discussions with siblings or neighbors could unexpectedly lead to mutually beneficial arrangements. For Geminis considering a side business, today's cosmic weather supports laying groundwork for ventures that utilize your intellectual assets and communication skills. Financial paperwork completed today moves forward with fewer complications than usual. Digital transactions and electronic payments are particularly well aspected. Geminis employed in financial services may discover innovative solutions to long-standing problems, potentially earning recognition from supervisors. The day's energy supports balancing immediate financial needs with long-term security planning. Any financial anxiety diminishes as you take concrete action steps. Your financial intuition strengthens significantly around 3 p.m., making afternoon hours optimal for important money decisions. Geminis seeking loans or credit approvals find the afternoon hours particularly favorable as the moon forms supportive aspects with financial planets. Those working on commission or variable income structures may notice increased client responsiveness and better conversion rates today. For retirement planning, the cosmic climate supports diversification and moderate risk assessment. A favorable aspect between Mercury and Neptune enhances your ability to envision long-term financial goals while maintaining practical steps toward them. Unexpected expenses related to transportation or communication devices may arise, but solutions appear simultaneously if you remain flexible. Financial negotiations initiated today benefit from your enhanced diplomatic skills and mental clarity. Watch for a potential financial opportunity around sunset that arrives through an unusual or previously overlooked channel. Trust your instincts when they align with logical assessment of the situation. June 25, 2025 brings a fascinating confluence of energies for you, Gemini. As the sun transitions through the final degrees of your sign, there's a potent window of opportunity that's particularly aligned with your natural talents. Your ruling planet Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Libra, creating an extraordinarily fortunate day for intellectual pursuits and social connections. This planetary arrangement acts like a cosmic spotlight, illuminating your most advantageous pathways. Communication becomes your superpower today. Your words carry unusual weight and influence. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch an idea, schedule that important meeting, or have a significant conversation, this date offers stellar support. Your ability to articulate complex concepts with clarity reaches peak performance. The Mercury-Jupiter trine specifically blesses activities involving writing, speaking, teaching, or any form of information exchange. Academic pursuits receive a special boost, And if you're involved in media, publishing, or content creation, expect exceptional flow and reception. Short distance travel proves remarkably productive. Even a simple change of environment can trigger valuable insights or connections. Technology initiatives also receive cosmic backing, making this an ideal day to launch digital projects or update your online presence. Financial conversations carry fortunate energy, particularly those involving partnerships or collaborative ventures. Your networking abilities shine with unusual brightness. People are naturally drawn to your ideas and perspective today. Social gatherings, whether professional or personal, serve as gateways to opportunity. Community involvement activates another fortunate area. Your neighborhood connections and local activities could yield unexpected benefits. Pay special attention to casual conversations, as seemingly random exchanges might contain valuable information or lead to important connections. Your mental agility allows you to spot patterns and possibilities others might miss. The day's fortunate energy especially supports multitasking and handling various projects simultaneously. Your natural Gemini versatility becomes your greatest asset. Learning environments prove particularly lucky, whether you're the student or the teacher. If you've been contemplating taking a course or workshop, this date provides exceptional support for educational advancement. Creative collaborations receive cosmic blessing. Partnering with others who complement your skills could lead to remarkable outcomes. The afternoon hours carry particularly potent energy for negotiations and agreements. This is a day to remain flexible and responsive to changing circumstances, as spontaneous opportunities may emerge that require quick decisions. Your innate curiosity serves as a magnet for fortunate encounters. Follow your intellectual interests, and they'll lead you to advantageous situations. Trust your instincts regarding which communications to prioritize. Your intuition is especially attuned today. With the moon in Aquarius forming a supportive sextile to your sign, your emotional intelligence complements your intellectual sharpness, creating a balanced approach to opportunities. This combination helps you intuitively sense which connections and conversations hold the most potential. Remember that Mercury's influence makes information your most valuable currency today. Share what you know generously, as teaching others paradoxically attracts more abundance your way. Gemini, your social landscape on June 25, 2025, appears particularly vibrant as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Libra. This cosmic configuration opens doors to meaningful connections that could prove intellectually stimulating and potentially beneficial for your future endeavors. Your naturally curious and communicative nature is amplified today, making it an excellent time to network, reconnect with old friends, or engage in group activities that stimulate your mind. The moon in Aquarius enhances your desire for social experimentation and unconventional gatherings, potentially drawing you toward humanitarian causes or technology-focused communities where your innovative ideas will be well received. There's a special emphasis on diversity in your social interactions. Today, you'll find yourself gravitating toward people who think differently and can challenge your perspectives in constructive ways. Venus in Cáncer occupies your second house, suggesting that social connections made today could eventually lead to financial opportunities or value-aligned collaborations. However, be mindful of a challenging square between Mars in Taurus and Saturn in Aquarius, which might create some tension between your desire for social freedom and responsibilities to certain groups or organizations. Some friends may seem unusually stubborn or resistant to change, requiring extra patience and diplomatic communication on your part. Your social media presence receives positive cosmic energy today, making it an excellent time to share your thoughts or creative projects online. Existing friendships might experience a refreshing boost as you discover new dimensions to people you thought you knew completely. Pay special attention to connections with air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and fellow Geminis, as these interactions carry particularly fortunate energy. Someone from your past, possibly a classmate or colleague from approximately 7 years ago, may unexpectedly re-enter your life through a social gathering or digital connection. Their perspective on your growth could prove surprisingly insightful. The third quarter of the day brings heightened intuition about others' motivations, helping you navigate complex social dynamics with unusual grace. Group discussions favor your participation around midday, especially if they involve educational topics, travel plans, or philosophical debates. Your ability to see multiple sides of any issue makes you a valuable mediator in any group tension that arises. An evening social event could introduce you to someone with connections to publishing, broadcasting, or international business fields that historically resonate with Gemini energy. While your charm and wit are especially magnetic today, Neptune's position creates a slight fog around professional boundaries in social settings, so maintain clarity about which connections are purely social versus those with potential professional implications. Overall, June 25th offers rich social potential that extends beyond mere pleasantries. The connections you nurture today have the capacity to expand your worldview and create pathways for intellectual and personal growth in the months ahead. As June 25th, 2025 unfolds, Gemini, you're experiencing a fascinating cosmic setup. With the Sun now in Cáncer and forming a sextile to your sign, your natural intellectual abilities are being complemented by enhanced emotional intelligence. Mercury, your ruling planet, is dancing through Leo today, firing up your communication sector with bold, creative energy. This is not a day for timid expression or holding back your brilliant ideas. The universe is practically demanding that you speak up and share your unique perspective. With the moon in practical Virgo making a favorable trine to Pluto in your transformation sector, there's potent energy for making meaningful changes through methodical action. Your advice today centers around balanced self-expression and structured growth. First, harness that Mercury in Leo energy by scheduling at least one important conversation that you've been postponing. The cosmic forces are supporting your articulation skills, making this an ideal day to pitch ideas, resolve misunderstandings, or simply express feelings that have been bottled up. Second, Jupiter's position is highlighting your need for knowledge expansion. Dedicate at least 30 minutes to learning something new, whether through reading, listening to an educational podcast, or engaging with a mentor. This small investment will pay dividends in the coming weeks. Third, Venus is highlighting your financial sector, suggesting you review your budget or investment strategy with a creative eye. Look for unconventional opportunities that others might miss. The asteroid Pallas is activating your problem-solving abilities today, making it an excellent time to tackle complex issues that have seemed insurmountable. Break them down into smaller components and address each methodically. Be cautious of a challenging square between Mars and Saturn that could manifest as friction between your desire for freedom and existing responsibilities. The key is not to rebel against necessary obligations, but to find creative ways to fulfill them while still honoring your need for variety and stimulation. Neptune's influence today might blur some boundaries in relationships. Be explicit about your expectations and needs rather than assuming others can read between the lines. For your physical well-being, the stars suggest focusing on activities that combine mental and physical engagement, perhaps a new dance class, martial art, or even a challenging walk while listening to an audiobook. Tonight, as the moon shifts aspects, set aside time for reflection. The insights that come through quiet contemplation will prove invaluable as you navigate the remainder of the week. Remember, Gemini, your greatest strength today lies in your ability to synthesize information and communicate it effectively. Don't waste this cosmic gift on trivial matters or social media debates. Channel it toward meaningful exchanges that advance your most important goals and nurture your most valuable relationships. This evening, attempt to journal about the connections you've made today, both between ideas and between people. The patterns that emerge will illuminate your path forward. Daily Horoscope for Gemini. June 25, 2025. Dear Gemini, today presents a fast